I just wanted to take a look at, obviously everyone's going on about this new Oddworld Soulstorm trailer for obvious reasons, you know. I just wanted to take a brief moment just to look at these images that Oddworld Inhabitants have released, because obviously there's some for trailers, but some of them aren't even in the trailer. So I think they're sort of pretty interesting. And also they're a lot more detailed, I think. So the first shot is of the shaman, and, well, what can I say about him? He's wearing a nice hat with like slitty eyes mask sort of thing, which maybe represents his blindness or something. I don't know. What is that he's holding? He's holding something there. I don't even know what that is. And he's around a fire and all that. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. The next shot, I really like this shot of Abe, actually. This is a really good shot. Yeah, I like, it's funny how Abe has now got a backpack. A lot of people, including myself, I would have preferred it if they'd kept Abe looking how he used to. I'm not a fan of how they've changed how he looks so much. Then again, like, you got Crash Bandicoot, you got Spyro, all these, you know, game characters from, they've all been sort of updated, haven't they? They've all had a redesign now and then. Oh, I've just noticed, Slig News, Magog On The March. Ooh, Newscaster Slig is back, confirmed for Oddworld Soulstorm. That is brilliant. Nice. It's got a new studio as well, he looks like. That is brilliant. He's a favourite character, I think, Newscaster Slig. He's a brilliant character. What is that there? I do not know. Oh, it's a fuzzle! Is it? Yeah, look, there's the eyes. It's like a fuzzle to me. There's another post there. It looks like General Drippic for me for some reason, that thing there. Got Soulstorm Brew canisters there. Abe's got is that a scar? Or is that just the lighting? Could be lighting. But yeah, he appears to be on a train, I think. Is that some no, that's just the light, isn't it? Yeah. Then it's got Abe in this area here, which is... looks interesting. I don't know what to say about it. I think it's his... Oh! There's all bees. So I was right, in one of my previous videos I was talking about the Oddworld Soulstorm story. I noticed that there was like loads of bees about. There's sort of this beehive area that looked like a beehive, and the shaman was like the head of this beehive tribe, or something like that. So yeah, that's interesting. So bees will be an enemy, maybe? Because they're in Abe's Odyssey as an enemy. There's an eagle head there. It reminds me of the Chrysler building, which is interesting. Or was that? Or maybe it's something else. Oh yeah, they had that picture of Necrom, didn't they? That they released of Oddworld Soulstorm. That could be what... that's what it looks like anyway, those big bird things from the Necrom thing. Okay, and it's got more shots of the beehive area. Again, you've got these bird things. It's going to be an interesting level, I think, if it is a level and it's not just a cutscene thing. It definitely looks like... oh, that's interesting. It definitely looks like it's level designed, but I've just noticed Abe's got like this sort of gold thing, which must be the thing he keeps carrying in that cloth and looking at with amazement. So that'll be interesting. So it's bees have got something to do with it. There's like a beehive tribe or something, I think. Again, another shot of the beehive tribe. I wonder if this is honey. I thought it was lava when I first saw it. There could be honey, like molten honey or something. But yeah, God, that's a big bee there, isn't it? Oh yeah, look, and you can see the silhouettes a bit more. They look like Mudokons to me. These must be like the tribal Mudokons of this beehive tribe. That must be like their houses where they live or whatever. They must like sort of worship the bees or something. I don't know. Just theorising anyway. Maybe that bee's just like close to the screen. I don't know. Now this I find interesting. Really interesting, this shot. Okay. It looks like that big hole that in the trailer the shaman kicks Abe into. And the reason I find it interesting is because it looks like the opening, doesn't it, of Abe's Odyssey. Like when Abe puts his head through a hole and says, hello, and all that sort of stuff. You know, like the menu of every Oddworld game, except Stranger's Wrath. Do you know what's funny? Like 2 days ago, I was looking at like the Abe's Odyssey menu or whatever, Abe's Exodus menu, and I was thinking, what is this whole thing? Like, what is all this stuff? It's so ornately decorated. What even is it? like, you know. And so I find that really interesting, that it's sort of, it has the same design. Maybe it's not the same thing, but it has the same design. It has these little edges that remind me a bit of paramite fingers, whatever. Not fingers, you know what I mean. It's things that paramites have. You know what, this has really got me thinking. I was just having a look. I was thinking, is the Abe's Exodus menu different from the Abe's Odyssey menu? And why have I never considered that before? I think I'll have to look into these. Like, seriously. That's really interesting. How, wow. It's funny how you can have mind-blown thoughts. All this time, I could have compared the Abe's Odyssey menu to the Abe's Exodus menu. I've never done it. I've just always, you just sort of see it and you assume it's the same. But maybe it's a different design. Either way, I'll tell you what I do like about this. I didn't like the way with Munch's Odyssey and New and Tasty, they sort of put organic elements into it. I think New and Tasty I did. I didn't like it. This looks like it's back to the original sort of thing. So yeah, but maybe the menu's a bit like this. Maybe this is the menu. Who knows? Or like a similar thing to this anyway. But yeah, I really like this shot. I think it's really interesting. I mean, it's so ornately detailed. I really like this. Yeah. And that looks like a shaman to me, but who knows, you know. Anyway, the next shot. This is another good shot of Abe, actually. I like this shot. It's got, I mean, I don't know what's happening to him, but it looks painful, whatever it is. I don't know what else to say about it, to be honest. Yeah, it's nice and detailed. Now, this is a shot. I initially thought this was Toby. I think it might still be Toby. But, I don't know, Toby wears his hat differently. I have a theory. I think Abe comes across Toby and he's dead like this, and Abe has like some new power and he brings him back to life or something, and then Toby like changes his hat around. I don't know, just a theory. He's seems to have is that same clothes that Toby wears? So he's got this symbol on his hat which is like the Mudokon mining symbol. I think it's like Necrum. I think it's like the Necrum Mining Company or something like that. Just represents the Mudokon slave workforce that's mining for bones and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, honestly, I just checked Toby and I can't see his hat symbol. Yeah, I'm going to check that. I think it might be Toby. He's wearing the same clothes. If it's the same hat on the same symbol on the hat, I think it might be Toby because it really looks like him to me anyway. So he's gotten really muscly, Abe. Like, since when is he that muscly? Or is that just his ribs? I don't know. It looks really musty. Next shot is Toby touching, or whoever this is. I'm going to call him Toby. Toby touching Abe, which suggests that my theory that Abe revives Toby could be true. Who knows? Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, Toby's. It looks even worse there. He's bloody dead there, but he definitely looks like a Necrum miner, and Abe looks really sad about this, which is funny because, like, seriously, I need to fix this image because if that is Toby, this is what will actually be, this is what the players will actually be thinking, okay? And then here's another shot. Oddworld Inhabitants, I think, have taken this as their new avatar that they're using on all their social media profiles, and to be fair, it's a nice shot. It's got Abe in it, looking at the egg thing that I think he puts in his backpack. That's what that glowing orb was, whatever it is. This shot I find really interesting because it is so blatantly Slig Barracks. Or I'm pretty sure it looks like Slig Barracks to me. What does that say? What does that sign say? Let's analyse that. I'll do it in a minute. But yeah, it looks like Slig Barracks to me. Yeah, that is definitely Slig Barracks. It even looks, it has the same colours, it has the same look, the same tents as the original Slig Barracks. I really like that you can just look at it and know it's Slig Barracks. It'd be really embarrassing if I was wrong, I'll tell you that. These Soulstorm brew bottles look really nice. They actually really make it look really nice. Toby is drinking it from a straw, obviously, suits his character. But yeah, they're clearly on a train, going about their business. Alpha's got a scar there, it looks like. He's got a Soulstorm tattoo there. And he's got a tattoo there of, like, what is that? Don't know. Interesting though. Let's analyse this. Appears to say the classic refresher. Yeah, the classic refresher. I think that's what it says. I'm guessing it's just an advertisement. Next shot is, yeah, saw us in a trailer of a bee tribe, hive king, whatever, shaman, leader of the beehive tribe. He's even got, look, hexagonal beehive-like tattoos on him and whatever, which again suggests he's the head of the beehive tribe, whatever that is. It's funny because bees have never had a significance in Oddworld before. They've always been just that annoying enemy from Abe's Odyssey or wherever it was. Yeah, Abe's Odyssey had a lot of annoying enemies. You had the bats, you had the bees. Yeah, I wonder if they have any relation to the bees in Abe's Odyssey, or if it's just like Lannon just decided someday, oh, let's make bees an important part of Soulstorm, and then that's how this came about. Who knows? Either way, it's very ornately decorated. Next shot, quite like this shot. Sort of Abe looking rather worried. But, I mean, look, if he's going along that path, it doesn't look very safe if you ask me, so no wonder he's looking worried. You can just about see, like, the orange glow of the orb, I think. But yeah, I find it funny that he's got a backpack now, and that's just a part of this outfit, I guess. Again, it makes sense. I mean, where was he keeping that rock he used to have in Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus? Like, under his loincloth somewhere. It's like pretty disturbing. At least this explains that anyway. I dread to think where he used to keep that. Next image shows Abe cutting his scars. Not scars. Stitches, sorry. Yeah, he's with the shaman. Is he holding... Oh, he's not holding the shaman's hand. Interestingly, Abe is cutting the opposite stitch to the one he does in the trailer. So, can't really tell. Is he cut the one on the other side? I don't think so, but who knows. I think he tries both of them and then he realises, oh, I can't do it, or something like that, and that sort of thing, and then he realises he doesn't need to or something. I don't know. But it is interesting anyway. Maybe I just flipped the image. But then again, Abe would be on that side, wouldn't he? It's interesting. So yeah, I think that's the last one. He released 15 images. They're all really interesting. There's a lot to analyse in them. I think there is anyway. And yeah, I'm very happy that Slig, Newscaster Slig is back. He's a favourite character. You know, everyone loves Newcaster Slig. So yeah, that was the images of Oddworld Soulstorm.
Hello, follow me. Yo.